bedrock, and I started breaking the bit out. But that's super hard, man. Really hard to bust out that bedrock. Yeah, it's a bit windy today too. The audio is going to be all over the place. I apologise for that. Yeah, but I'll do little snippets of me breaking the bedrock out as much as I can, and I'm just going to gather up all the finds. Bedrock just over there. Yeah, so I'll get into it anyway, guys, and I'll get as much as I can sort of around that bedrock. Yeah, there's plenty of it. Okay, I've got into that crevice in there, and I've pulled out a fair bit of material out of there, and I put it in a bucket, and I'm going to pan it out. I brought some water with me, so I'll get back to you when I'm panning. Yeah, and I apologise about the wind, guys. It's pretty bad. I'm going to get another camera with a different mic on it. Yeah, so this is just a bit of the material that I dug out of that crevice that I showed you, so we'll see if there's any specks of gold in this light. Hopefully I'll get a bit of colour. Nothing in that lot. Sample. I'll end up going back to where I got bucket 2, and I'll end up taking more samples from that area. And as well as some samples around here, around this rock bar. Big specks. Okay. And like before, this material's only loose. It's not really jam packed in that crevice, so maybe the gold has been pushed further down deep in that crevice. I won't be able to reach it, but I'm going to have another look around that rock bar and see if I can yeah, dig in around those rocks and maybe get some material that way, because I can't bust the rock out. It's just super hard. It's all cemented together. Okay, in this rock bar, there's a rock bar just here. In this corner, there's a whole lot of quartzite, and it's got a lot of mica, real sort of like what they call book mica, all running through it. So I've collected up a sample of it, and I'll take it home and crush it, because I've got to find out, maybe this is where the gold's coming from, I don't really know. But when I see something like this, I've got to take samples and take it home and crush it and pan it. Yeah. Okay guys, I'll get back to you. Okay, bucket number 2, I've dug the material out of here, and as you can see, I've gone down onto bedrock there. That's just hard rock. I've just dug down to hard rock. There's another big slab of rock there, and that rock slopes downwards, so it goes down deeper. And I've taken out material from underneath this big rock, this big boulder here. I've got a bit of the material from underneath that rock. Yeah, and all the material that was sitting on that bedrock, that slab of bedrock, it's in the bucket. That's what I've got, a bit less than half a bucket. Yeah. Okay guys, I'm going to move from here. I'm going to go back down to where I got bucket number 2 on my last trip. Okay guys, that rock just there, that's where I took sample bucket number 2 on my last trip here. And right alongside him, I dug another hole down there, and this time it's bucket number 3 that I've just dug out of there. And I'm going to do one more bucket, and I might dig him just back here in line with that rock, or in between. I'll dig in between those two, the rock and that hole. I'll dig it about here somewhere. Okay, I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so that's where I dug bucket number 3 next to that rock where I got bucket number 2 last time. And I'll come straight down. This is coming upstream from the rock, and I've dug another hole just here. If you look down in there, you'll see the grey clay. That grey clay just there at the bottom of the hole. Yeah, so I've gone down to the clay. Here's my bucket, and I've got a fair bit of the clay this time in this bucket. This is bucket number 4. Yeah, so I've made sure that I've got the clay, I've got everything off the bottom of that hole. Anyway, that's it. That's 4 samples I've taken today, and I'm going to head home, and I'll catch us back at home and we'll process the buckets. Okay guys, I'm back home, and this is bucket number 2. Bucket number 2, that's the material that I dug out next to the bedrock, and I'm just going to put it through the classifier, classify it all out, and then I'll be panning it. So when I finish classifying it, I'll get back to you when I'm panning. Okay, pan number 1 from bucket number 2. So this is the material that I took near the bedrock. I dug down near the bedrock. So hopefully there'll be something in this, because I dug right down and hit another piece of the bedrock, and the bedrock was sloping down. And then I also dug underneath that big rock. So I was on the bedrock, and also there was a crevice going underneath the rock, and I took some material out underneath there. So hopefully I've caught something in here in this bucket. And I'm only sampling again, like on my last video. I'm just going out there and I'm sampling, yeah, just different spots, and just trying to figure out where all the gold's sitting. Oh yeah, I've got one little speck, but that's super small. I'll try and show you, but I don't think you'll see it. Now I've got to find it again. Where is it? Now I can't see it. Or is that fine? Yeah. Unless it's moved. It was super. It was small. I could see it before, but I've lost it now. I don't know where it is. There is a little bit there. It's just there in front of my finger. There's a little speck, but the other one I saw was more pronounced. I can't see him now. I think that might be just there somewhere. Anyway, super small. I'll do a couple more pans and I'll get back to you. Pan number 6, nothing so far. No big specks. Pan number 6 and nothing. I'm seeing some real fine specks in there. That's super fine. Yeah, so, but I'll keep all this sand, all this black sand. Okay guys, I'll keep panning. I've got a bit more in the bucket yet. Okay guys, this is pan number 10 and I've got nothing so far. This is the last pan number 10 and the last one. The bucket is empty. Bucket number 2. So this is the last of it. Hopefully we'll get something in this pan. Yeah, pretty sad so far. But it does look like good ground around that, around all that bedrocky area. I've got to go back and test sample around there again, because there would be some gold on the bedrock, trapped underneath all the gravels on the bedrock. So I'll definitely go back to that area and do some more test samples. Or take some more test samples from that area. Alright. Let's see if we can pull a piece. Pull a piece from the very last pan. Doesn't look like it. No big pieces. Yeah, I was seeing a few little small little specks in the pan before, just the odd tiny piece. Yeah, but no big bits, and that's what we want. We want the bigger pieces. Anyway, I'll get back to you at the wrap up, guys, because that's all I'm going to do today. I'm going to do the other couple of buckets. I'll do them another day, maybe tomorrow. Wow. So just move that camera up a bit, a bit low, I think. Yeah, so that's the end of another episode. No gold out of that bucket, but that was bucket number one. Was the one I took the pieces of quartzite. I brought some of that quartzite home to crush and pan. So that was bucket number one. Bucket number two is the one I just did, which I dug near the bedrock and took the sample out. I dug down near that big rock, down onto the bedrock. Yeah, and I've still got bucket 3 and 4 to go, which those are the samples I took up near bucket 2 from my last trip out there. Yeah, so hopefully bucket 3 and 4 will have some gold in them. Yeah, and I'll do them on another video. That's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing and sticking with me. Hopefully I'll get onto a better pay streak and I'll be able to show you some good gold. Anyway, until then, cheers. It's getting warm today. Yes, it's going to be a hot one. Okay, guys, take care, be good, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.